Hey guys, so it's Sunday, and I didn't really do much today. I went to my grandmother's earlier to visit and stuff, and then we ended up going to the Apple Festival on our way home. And the Apple Festival is this festival that's hosted by this orchard in this city near us. And I would have filmed stuff, but I didn't have my camera with me because I didn't know we were going at the time. But I got an apple cider slushie and it was good. And cheese sticks. Yeah. And they had miniature horses, and there were ponies and rabbits and dogs there, and they were cute. Really cute. Aaron, I love the book club idea. That would be awesome. But we need to figure out what we're going to do and everything. I think we could read one chapter, 1 week we all discuss one chapter, but we need to figure out how we're going to choose books. We could take turns, each one of us choosing a book, but then we have to make sure everyone gets the book and stuff too. So I don't know, but I'm definitely interested in that and doing that. Okay, if you could meet anyone in history, who would you meet? I am going to have to go with Laura Ingalls Wilder, who is one of my favorite authors ever. And it's pretty much because of her that I'm obsessed with pioneers and the whole 1800s time period pretty much. I'm pretty much obsessed with anything with history, but I have a particular obsession with that part of time and the West and settling the West and everything. And it's really because of her books, and I love her books, and I would love to meet her and talk about what it was like, because she lived in so many places out in the West, and I've been to her house in Missouri where she lived the majority of her life once she was married, but it would be amazing to meet her. I've actually been to her husband, and her daughter's grave too, she's buried in Mansfield, Missouri, which is where her house is, one of them. But I'd love to go to everywhere else she lived, and if I could meet her, that would be just amazing. Okay, what is your favorite holiday? This is a really hard to answer because it really depends. I like getting presents on Christmas. That's always fun, and I like Christmas songs and Christmas movies and all that stuff. And then I like the food at Thanksgiving. My family always makes stuffing, and we have this one recipe, and we've been making it way before I was born. I don't know how far back that recipe goes, but it is amazing. One of my favorite foods ever, and we only fix it around Thanksgiving. So that's the only time of year. So I love Thanksgiving for the food. But then I'm Catholic, and we go to church for church holidays, and Easter Mass is my favorite Mass ever. I think it's a beautiful Mass and everything, and I love it. So it really all depends. And I love the fireworks on 4th of July. So I can't really pick just one. It all depends on what aspect of the holiday we're talking about and stuff. Yeah. Okay, for the Mario or Luigi, I'm not a video game person, and the only Mario game I've ever played is Mario Kart, I think. I might have played something else and not remembered, I don't know. So I can't really answer that question. I'm just gonna go with Mario for lack of having a better answer. My camera's battery is going dead yet again. I need to remember to charge this before the videos. Which planet would you travel to and why? I'm going to have to go with Mars because it's closest to Earth, being like Earth. I think there might be frozen water. So, it just seems like you'd be more likely to survive. Venus, you would die from all the pressure, because I've just been in astronomy, so we actually talked about traveling to other planets. My group had Uranus, but I wouldn't want to go to one of the gaseous planets because you'd have nowhere to land. Pluto, if we're counting Pluto, which it technically isn't a planet, but it's just a ball of ice. Mercury is either freezing cold or burning up, depending on if you're facing the sun, and Venus, you'd be squished by pressure. So, and it's all volcanoes, and it rains sulfuric acid, so I'm going to have to go with Mars. What are you going as for Halloween this year? I'm not dressing up for Halloween, which I think I mentioned, so yeah, I'm just not dressing up. Okay, Star Trek or Star Wars? I'm definitely going to have to go with Star Wars, because I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. My brother is into Star Trek. I am obsessed with Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I remember the first time I watched them. They were on TV, and I watched them with my dad, and I loved them. And I went to see episode 2 and 3 in theaters. I don't think I went to see episode 1. I don't know how old I was when it came out actually, but I've heard that they're releasing the Star Wars movies in 3D in a few years, and I'm so excited for that. It's going to be awesome. They're starting with episode 1 and going episode 1 to 6 instead of the way they were actually released in theaters, but I'm so excited for that. It's going to be awesome. So definitely Star Wars. Star Trek is okay, but I'm just not all that into it. I love Star Wars. And which country has the best food? Since my favorite food of all time is tacos, I'm going to have to go with Mexico. I love Mexican food. It is amazing. But my second favorite food is fettuccine alfredo, so Italy comes in second, although I hate marinara sauce, and pizza. I actually hate most Italian food, but the stuff I do like is some of my favorite food ever, so I'm a strange person. Okay, my question for this week is, what is your favorite mythical creature? I'm going to have to go with werewolves. As I've mentioned multiple times, I think I'm obsessed with werewolves. I think they're awesome. So I would definitely go with werewolves. Bye guys.